Um, has 61 cards, which is a little bit odd. I've been wanting to play a burn deck for a while, and honestly, I probably should have just played Ari's list. Like, it's pretty quality. It's been successful, but I've always liked this Cat Warrior, so I saw List do well with it, and I just couldn't resist trying it instead. I'm going to assume our 21 or 20 land 61 card deck is just not optimal, and I don't care. It's about having fun. And who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe it's optimal AF, you know? Would we like to play first? But of course. Well, I guess we're keeping this. Our opponent's on 5. They kept, and they did the thing. So our only green sources are Stomping Grounds. What you got over there? They put on top or bottom? They put on bottom. Okay. I guess we want to do this. Get what extra damage we can in, and hope we don't kill ourselves. But there's a good chance that he's going to have to tutor for at least one land. So I like getting the Eidolon out. Yeah, I guess they just didn't have another land. Alright, well, we don't have any of the Molten friends that are often in these lists. We do have Deflecting Palm, which would be really sweet if a Ulamog was attacking us. Um, right off the bat, we don't need these, I don't think. Definitely don't think I want these either. Cards that I could consider are Revelry? I'll call it Destructive. And Path to Exiles. They're good versus like the Worm Coils, but I don't know if they're good enough. So we're going to keep all of our fast burn. I think you already can help us put. Oh, you do. Oh, there it is. I thought it said they couldn't gain life, but I wasn't sure. So if them not being able to gain life, maybe we don't need the paths, and maybe it's just a straight swap for Rev Reverly? Destructive. I can't say that word. I'm not smart enough. They do sometimes have fractus and stuff, though. Maybe I want just a couple of these. Hmm. Nah. I don't think I want all 4 of that card. Well, I think we're going to keep this in. We're probably going to be sad by it. Considerably less sad. Oh, I punted. I punted. This needed to be an Arid Mesa because of this. Alright, well, I guess we'll just get the Arid Mesa then. I say Arid Mesa, but I meant Sacred Foundry. I'm just not very bright. Yeah, that was a punt though. I should have played this on turn 1. I would have been attacking for a lot more damage on the next turn. Yeah, well, they're going to have the thing. Let's just see what they have with their Tron piece. so Wormcoil will be a bit sad. It's like a Karn. I don't think I care. Sure, Karn can kill one of these, but then we get to finish it off, which is decent. Um, so they should be 2 damage lower than what they are. So if I hadn't punted, we would have had lethal this turn. So now they have to clear the board, and we have to not draw a burn spell, or some of our haste creatures, or they need to find a way to gain life. All reasonable things. Going to 10, so this is Ulamog. Ulamog probably exiles 2 of these, and then there's a blocker. Oh no, okay. So that blocks this. So now I think every non-land in our deck wins now, except for Nikado, maybe? That's obviously not true, by the way. We had a lot of non-wins. Monastery Swift Spears was another non-win there. So what was our non-wins? I guess we could queue up first. Swift Spear wasn't a win. Nikado wasn't a win, so 5. We had 5. Oh, and Eidolons didn't win. We had 9 cards that didn't win. Plus our lands. So I think we'd gone through 5 lands. Is that right? So 15, so 24. I think we were about 50-50 to win. We'd have probably got 2 draw steps at minimum, though. But they shouldn't even have got that turn had I not punted. Kind of wanted to play Phoenix again today, but I figured people would be bored of me playing Phoenix, and Yuki Ichikawa, which I probably pronounced his name wrong, is currently streaming it. He's who I was watching before I went live. It won a Grand Prix yesterday. I believe a bunch of them top 16'd as well. I think 3 top 16'd. And then it did well in the challenge. It did well in the modern PTQ on Sunday on Magic Online. I believe it even won the paper PTQ at the GP. So I figured maybe people were bored of watching that deck, but it's the deck that really has my interest peaked the most. So, kind of wanted to give it a try. Yeah, this hand's a keep. We'll go ahead and get the Sacred Foundry. Hey Greg, what's up, my friend? How are you doing this morning? That's kind of interesting. Kind of want to get a mountain with this, just in case. You're not really winning with your 5-color deck anymore? That sucks. What have you been losing to mostly recently? Don't know what I pressed. I pressed a button and I don't know what it's doing. Okay. Okay, so this could be 4-color Shadow maybe? Or just Jund in general? Now, what kind of matches have you been getting Double red. Is this just double lightning bolt? Oh, it's just dredge. Well, we have resting pieces in our sideboard for this. But the creeping chills, especially if he gets to go crazy with the um, next turn, could cause some problems. I have to imagine this is at least bad game 1 for me. Especially if we draw another land. But we did not draw another land. We drew to win. Izzet Phoenix Escape? Izzet Phoenix is so powerful. I've not got paired versus Escape Shift in a while. I played Titan Shift on stream the other day. I did not do well with it. Alright, so they're playing Dredge. So with Dredge, I know I at least need this card. Kinda feel like I want to get Ensnaring Bridge over here. I think my creatures aren't particularly good in a match like this. Really don't know how to sideboard. That's a problem. I should have paid attention to Ari Lex's article, though, like, obviously this isn't the same build. I know I want those. I'm really trying to talk myself into taking the creatures out, especially the Eidolons on the draw. But I don't know if I can talk myself out of that. I'm definitely going to take some number of Eidolons out. Maybe all of them. Could just take some Searing Blazes out too. I think Searing Blaze is worse than Searing Blood. Maybe that's wrong. I'll bring this bridge in. I don't think it's right, but alright, well I don't have any actual graveyard hate in my graveyards or in my library. So this is kind of a problem. Yeah, this hand doesn't seem good, does it? Have no consistent damage, so Creeping Chills is just going to beat us. Maybe I'm supposed to mulligan until I get a Rest in Peace. Like, maybe that's my only prayer. Didn't really want to get another one of these. So I'm just going to grab a mountain here and throw this at them. There's a Creeping Chill. That basically says we discard a card. No reunion, please. Looks like they have another looting. Oh, another Shriekhorn. Oh, this is going to be a rough one, friends. True land as well. I think if they hit another creeping chill, we may just scoop. Sure. There's another creeping chill. They are halfway through their deck, though. Like, that's not unsurprising or anything. This match doesn't seem good. If we hit another land, we're done. I guess I'm not done then. Trying to think of something that lets us win. And even if they brick, I don't think there's anything. We have to survive at least 2 more draw steps. They already have 5 damage minimum. Plus they have this the following turn, which is 7. Plus they have the Conflagrate. Have to just be dead. The Conflag gives this haste if they go for it this turn. Either way, I think we're dead. Alright, well, let's try this again. I just don't think I have very good sideboard cards here. Maybe we have to mulligan until we get the thing? I don't know, like, this hand seems too good to mulligan, but it also seems like it's not going to do anything. Maybe they have a slower draw. That's not a slower draw. Alright. 1 turn to draw 3 of. You can do it, deck. That's not the 3 of that I've always wanted. Oh, I messed up. I should have got Arid Mesa this turn. I'm missing up 1 of damage. We'll have to see if that matters in the future. Oh, that was such a punt. Yeah. Don't think it matters. Not when they hit that Creeping Chill anyway. Like, we had to have them miss on Creeping Chill like 2 turns probably to even have a chance. Or we had to draw Rest in Peace. They hit 2 Creeping Chills. 3 Creeping Chills in the top half of their deck. I think we're going to lock ourselves out with our own Eidolon now. We're just dead. Taking 3, they have a Conflag. We're just dead. Alright, well, we have to draw our Graveyard Hate cards here. I think 3 of them's just not enough if we want to win that match consistently. Feel like we need a minimum of 6. You need 6 in Vintage, I think they say, so I imagine I need 6 there as well. Maybe I'm supposed to aggressively mulligan for this card since we can't really win without it. So that could have been a play error by me. Could have very easily been a play error by me. Might not win if we mulligan aggressively anyway, though. Didn't do very good, tacos. We went 2-3. Oh, by the way, hello, how are you today? And I got paired versus 4 matches that I just don't think Titan Shift can ever beat. We got lucky and ran really hot versus one of them. But, like, I got paired versus Storm, Is It Phoenix, Bluetron, and what else did I get paired versus? Oh, Goryo's Vengeance, and so Storm, Goryo's Vengeance, and Phoenix. That's 3 decks that win on like turn 3 and 4. I know Phoenix doesn't technically win on turn 3, but it can basically end the game on turn 3. Um, and there was another turn 4 deck I got paired versus, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, I'm just brain farting really hard right now. I cannot remember what that other deck was to save my life. But basically, I got paired versus 4 decks that try to win on basically turn 4 or earlier. It didn't work out well for me. Well, we know they have Snapcaster Mage. Target creature gains double strike, so. Snapcaster Mage means maybe this is Jeskai or Blue White. It was a fun tournament, though. Yeah, I don't have to. I don't have to do anything here. Because the Boros Charm would have technically killed them. So we get a mountain. They go to 1 now. Even if they hit Terminus, we might be able to leverage a burn spell or a sacred or searing blaze or whatever at some point. Our opponent's 3-0. Look at that nice draw we got. I did not know Silhouette got played. I'm really annoyed that I cannot remember what the 4th match was. Well, the 5th match, technically, but the 4th match that was a turn 3 deck. Or turn 3 or 4 deck, rather. Like sitting here being confused by it. That's how he showed us his blue-white control cards, so... Probably want Grim Lavamancer. There's some chance we want Destructive Revelry. Because it's good versus the Leyline, it's good versus Detention Spear. Wonder if we ever want Rest in Peace. Pretty sure I don't want any of these cards, so let's start with that. Think I'm fine with everything else. Rest in Peace turns off Snapcaster Shenanigans, but I don't know if Snapcaster Shenanigans are worth it. I think a million of these just don't seem like it's worth it either, because he probably doesn't have that many targets. I'll go for a third, though. We have no consistent source of damage here, but I still think this hand's good enough to keep. We also have a lot of creatures, so... I will go ahead and use this. Gives them a little bit of information, but it seems like it's overall worth it. I don't think they play Core Firewalker or anything, so I don't know if I need Path. Maybe they still do. Maybe I'm just going to get wrecked by one. Probably counterspell this if he can. Or Path it, I mean. Yeah, that's why I wanted a couple copies, but like I don't think I want to get them stranded in my hand, so I don't know if I want all 4. Ended up putting 3 in. Maybe the 4th one's better than the Rest in Peace. I'm not exactly sure. Well, that's kind of a dagger. I don't think I want to draw that thing back, so... I'm going to go ahead and shuffle that way it stays on the bottom. This is a blind terminus, by the way. They didn't set that up or anything. Oh wow, I punted. I forgot about Field of Ruin. That's a pretty big play mistake. Should have definitely got Sacred Foundry. Oh, that's a pretty large punt. That's what I get for not being super familiar with the deck. Opponents can't gain life. Wait. What's something that says 3 damage? Okay, that was right. Oh, it's definitely harder. And I'm super less familiar with it as well. Think we've lost this game. Especially if they Teferi this turn. Jace is pretty good. It's not as good as Teferi, but like it is really good. Not going to concede. I want to just see more of their library in general. Or not their library, but their... oh, cool. We drew that one of back that I didn't want to draw. I want to see more of their... how they sideboarded and stuff. Maybe it'll help us for a following game. Just don't think any of these cards seem good. You know, I got 2 basics now. Alright, I think I'll probably just go ahead and scoop now. I'll take one more draw step for the fun of it. Nah, never mind. I'm not going to take that draw step. So he never did play anything for us to use this Revelry on. I don't really think I want the Rest in Peace either, though. Is a problem. I guess even if you're a dead card, you're better than that? Probably not. I'll leave 1 Searing Blaze in. Searing Blood. You're fine for Snapcasters, I guess. Well, I guess this hand's good, assuming they don't have the Path for Condemn. Oh, the Revelry! He showed us Sillaway. So we know we have some kind of targets. Hopefully there's no Path for Condemn and it's just Sillaway then. Well, that's unfortunate. Think I want to draw that card, so... No Path would be nice. Another Blind Terminus. Wrecked. Right, well, I definitely don't think I want to draw that anymore. That was a bit of a dagger. Okay. Well, 7 points of instance. Maybe at some point we can resolve one. We can certainly resolve one now. A chance to hit a lightning bolt here. If he sends this away. Nope. Roughly worst possible. Any land would have fallen into the category of worst possible. It's kind of amusing. If he uses that Field of Runes, I don't think I get the land. That way I can play the Copper Line. If need be. Alright, so really want to draw a Lava Spike now. Lava Spike would be fantastic. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and definitely do 3 points to him. Water tapped out. And it's going to be hard for us to get that last one. So we know they're getting the Vendilion Clique now. I guess I play this? That's fine. We get this. Trying to wait till we have 2 burn spells before I throw them. Well, if he is going to oust his own guy, then I have to throw the Tarkus command. Very likely has Dispel or Cryptic Command or something. Oh wow, they just didn't have anything this entire time. Wow. That was running hot. How did they not have something? I'm not going to look at Gift Horse and the Mouse. I'm not going to look at Gift Horse and the Mouse. That's hilarious. How did they not have something? I was just trying to wait till I could put 2 spells on the stack at once, but I mean, I'll take my gift when I can get my gift. Alright, well, we gotta win 1 out of the next 2 to acquire that PD chest. Gosh, that felt good. We had a turn 3 kill today, too. That was pretty hot. I think we would have had 2 turn 3 kills if I hadn't punted one. Hey, a PD chest is good in any format for me. And anytime I don't lose money, I am pretty darn happy. Big fan of not losing money, Stakos. I guess I'm going to keep this hand, though it could be very bad versus a number of things. Could be very good versus a number of things. This is one of those decks that, no matter what deck they're playing, if they're a island deck, it's probably one of those hands that it won't be very good versus. Just going to show them more burn. Guess they could be Storm and Eidolon could just win game 1. They're almost always Phoenix, though, when you see a turn 1 vision these days. He's not Phoenix. Wow. Much excite. Much excite. No one is more excited than I. Natural terminus, and I cut myself? Nah, I wouldn't cut myself, but we drew both our basics. Just in case they have like some kind of Snapcaster thing going on. Is this Vendilion Clique? Or is it just Field of Ruin? Alright, well, we have no more. We keep drawing a lot of lands in our 21 land deck, which kind of amuses me, considering we can't draw those lands when we play our 25 and 26 land decks in Standard. I don't think I want to put this in combat, but I think I'm going to anyway. Ooh, that's a pretty happy one. Guess I'm going to do this then. I wanted to make sure that he couldn't settle the wreckage before I attacked this turn. They do like killing our planes. Do the damage to them. And now that they can't do much about it. They could have, I think, logic nodded for a bunch or whatever, but none of their other counter spells stopped them from dying there. Alright, well, we know we want these 5 cards out. We don't really want these 5 cards. So I guess we'll bring in these 4 cards in this one, but I really don't like the idea of these revelries. Just really don't like the idea of that many revelries. I can't say it. Don't like the idea of that many destructives. Alright, if we can win one out of these next 2 games, we have a pity chest with a chance for a little more. I haven't got paired versus very many blue-white control decks in all of this time of testing Modern, so it's kind of odd. I've got paired versus a couple, but like they've mostly been Jeskai, but there's just not been many Celestial Colonnades at all paired that I've got paired versus. Oh wow, it's 9 a.m. I am so sleepy. Why am I not in bed? No wonder I'm starting to get a little headache. I guess this hand's a keep. Definitely seems on the weak side of keeps, doesn't it? This one does more damage. Not, I guess not. I didn't really even know Zoo was a deck, though, so what do I know? Boo, they hit a land. Well, we turned our. Oh god, not another land. How will we ever win if we draw infinite lands? We're truly drawing a lot of lands for a 20 land 61 card deck, but I'll take it. It's better than what I expected was going to happen today. I expected us to just get a ton of one land hands and be sad. We did not get a ton of one land hands, so. On AOL, now that is a callback, friends. That is a callback. AOL Hyperini. No, not Spell Snare. I shouldn't have done this now. I should have done that at end of turn, in case he untapped and played a Detention Spear or something. Oh, well, we're not beating that, are we? That is definitely ages ago. Well, we saw 12 of our 20 lands so far. Hey, what's up, my friend? I saw you watching Yuki a while ago. How is Yuki still doing? I have no more lands in my deck that aren't fetch lands. It was actually a mistake to play the Plains, or the Sacred Foundry. I've kind of mentally checked out, though, because we've certainly lost this game. Mana Vault. Wow. Mana Vault is definitely some time ago. Opponent's using sweet basics, though. I really like these old basics. Oh, Hop. I guess we target his face. He speaks some English. I told him I love this deck. He said, me too. Drat, he figured me out. It is kind of hard to watch, though. I just like watching excellence. I watch Yuya, too. Just really enjoy watching that level of play. Okay, hello, Lyra. Well, I think it's safe to get rid of a couple of these cards that I didn't really want anymore. Add just a couple of paths because we never want to draw more than one. Alright, good draw. Let's do this. I think this is good enough. I really do think this is good enough. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe this isn't close to good enough. Maybe I have to have some kind of consistent damage source. Don't you have it, friend? No spell pierce? Sorry, spell snare. No spell snare. No spell snare. No, daggered by the spell snare. We technically have 16 damage. I assume most of it's not going to resolve, but we technically have it. Negate Arini. Feel like just getting this one out of my hands better. We still have the damage. It's probably right to throw at least one lava spike, isn't it? If he cryptic commands it, I can play the other lava spike. Which gives us a chance to untap and win. Maybe I'm supposed to wait for him to play a spell in that spot, but... Man, when Ice Age came along, I was playing in Illusionary Forces decks. I was a big noob. Big time nooberino. Putting a lot of thought into this. I suspend you. I throw a rift bolt at you. Boo. Another Cryptorino. And there's just no way this Wild Nakado matters at this stage in the game. Good chance they have the spells and things as well. We had a really good draw though, I can't complain. I wanted this pity chest. I'm kind of sad. Ooh, daggers. There is the dispel. We ain't dead yet, though. We still have a chance. They have to deal with this plus this. It's pretty easy for them to deal with this. Just kind of hoping they don't get a Field of Ruin. I don't think I want to attack here. No, well, I don't even get a chance to attack. Okay, then. Snap Cryptic Tap? I'm not sure. Guess I'm just not attacking. Yeah, I'm 100% not attacking, I guess. They're doing all this, that means they have a Logic Knot or a Negate. So we probably have to draw like 2 more burn spells, especially if they're going to miss their land drop. Spell Queller. Ugh. No! Field of Runes, a strip mine now. We know he'll have an answer to this. Because I don't think he would have made the Snapcaster Mage play without the answer. Wait, how did they not die? Oh, okay, the Dispel. I didn't see the Dispel. That was confusing. I didn't see the Dispel go into stack, and I was just like, what the hell just happened? Guess there's no reason not to do this during their upkeep. Because doing it during their upkeep might make them use enough mana to turn this off. I guess this does let Snapcaster Mage get turned back on, but alright. Well, they win. They have enough mana to win. Oh well. I thought we had a chance that game. So close to our pity chest. We've won a game in both of our losses. Wonder if I punted that game. I feel like I could have punted that game. Man, bangers. We keep drawing lands in this 20 land 61 card deck. It's the Moto masterpiece. I have to kill that, don't I? Like I have to kill that. Still worst he can do next turn. Just play like 3 things. You can play 3 things anyway, right? I don't know if that was right. I wonder if I was supposed to just play like the Goblin Guide and suspend a Rift Bolt. I'm confident that I'm supposed to kill that. Because that puts Collected Company online that turn. Oh wow. That has to be good for us. Yeah, it was. They're done. I was gonna say that had to be good for us if they were sacking this. Alright. So you're probably good here. You guys are probably good here. What else might be good here? Man, I've been wanting to try Death Shadow, but I really just don't think I'm smart enough to play it. I feel like I would just embarrass myself beyond belief. Target creature gains double strike. Creatures I control gained indestructible. Indestructible has some merit, probably. Do Elf decks have anything I need Revelry versus? Do they? Mm. Do they have any way to gain life? Like Shaman of the Pack just deal damage, right? I don't think it's gain life. Well, maybe you're worse than these then? I don't really want any of these cards, but I don't know what in our sideboard's better than them. Well, I'm good at dealing damage to myself, but I kind of want to mulligan this, but we have a Grim Lavamancer in our hand. Like, I don't think the creatures are particularly good on the draw. I think we don't really ever want more than 1 or 2. I'm going to keep this, but I do think it's considerably worse. I just don't think I can go to 5. Well, I have to kill that. Oh, they have another one of those? Hmm. This probably isn't good for us. Especially because this Goblin Guide might give them lands. It did not. It gave them a 4-drop. Alright, they're done. Alright, I guess we get our pity chest. Our opponent kept double Heritage Druid opening hand. Well, that was very anticlimactic. Well, pity chest. And I've only been live for an hour and 6 minutes, which is way too early to call it. But I don't want to load up another league because I don't want to guarantee that I'm going to be online for another hour. So I think we're going to switch over to Arena and we'll see if we can grind up to Plat 5 or whatever it is. So the screen's going to go black for a couple seconds while I get Arena loaded up and move everything since I'm not intelligent enough to have screens and stuff. AKA since I can't do it since I don't know how to set things up. I'm going to have to change my thing to MTG Arena ladder with White Weenie. Let's see if we can get there. I don't know, I think it's very, very intricate tacos. Alright, so the picture should be coming back up now. I think I only need like 3 wins to get to Plat or whatever, but obviously we can lose some. We'll probably play at least a half an hour more. Well, unless we just get Plat and then we'll probably stop. But this is the budget deck I've been playing, not necessarily because I think it's a powerful deck. Mostly because the games are just ultra fast. And anytime the games are ultra fast, like it feels like even if my win rate's not as high as I want it to be, that it's fine. Watery Grave decks are among our worst matches because they have hard answers for Adonto, plus they have cards like Fault Erasures and Sweepers in the main. If I was off stream, I would literally concede this match just on seeing the Watery Grave. I wouldn't even wait for them to play a second land. I'd be out. Because there's no real punishment to conceding on Arena, which is the unfortunate thing about the ladder system. Like, there's no incentive to play a hard match. And if he plays a sweeper, we'll scoop anyway. Not a sweeper. So I'll target this one. Could play around Dispersal and hold the land. That way he can't make us like get rid of the Adonto, but just don't think it's worth it. Got too many spells like Vraska's Contempt and stuff, and being able to get up to 5 land to potentially play a Hierarch later might matter. We'll go ahead and do this 1 point of damage because there's a good chance that we don't get to deal that damage ever again. And cards like Nicobolas and more information campaigns and things like that also make us discard. It's kind of a waste of a Pride of Conquerors, but wonder what they're going to pull out of our deck. Probably Conclave. Conclave Tribunals is the best card in my deck right now. Don't know why you would ever have this in your main deck. This card's not good enough to be in a main deck. They took a Danto? Alright. Maybe they have a Sinister Sabotage? Oh, no, they looked at our hand. So now they'll take Conclave. They didn't take Conclave again. Well, they just finned our deck to... Now we can draw 3 of. That's pretty insane. Does that only let you take creatures? No, it says name a card. I'm baffled. I don't think he's going to flip this. Too many things would just kill him. Benalish Marshal would kill him. Also, another Pride of Conquerors would kill Vilm. Alright, never mind.
No one can stand in my way.
Sure. It's a 19 land deck, by the way. But the game's over. He gave us a lot of turns to win.
I know what must be done. Is unmatched.
We dropped 3 of those basically in a row. There's only 3 in our deck. Boo. I need 4 wins? I didn't think I needed 4 wins. But that's okay. Maybe we'll get there. Who knows? Like I said, I don't think this deck's particularly good. It's just a budget option that lets you play fast games. Cool. $100% worth. Don't value our life total particularly high, so... Or... I don't value our life total really at all. This could just be a waste. We don't have much going on. We need to draw a Marshal or a Venerated or something. Could have just attacked with a Danto, I guess, and saw if he blocked. Saw a lot of people make that mistake so far. History. It's not bad. Yeah, Deck, you can do it. Marshal us. Also accept Legion's Landing. not fifth planes. Yeah, well, we have to draw one of our two Conclave Tribunals then. No, 6 planes. So we've lost this game. We have no out now. It doesn't seem like there's any reason to block. But I thought we had that game. We did not have that game. Hey, it's a pretty good hand. Opponent mulligans as well. And gets better when we see an island. Very happy to see an island. Merfolk? Less happy to see Merfolk. Say Merfolk's a favorite versus us. It makes the Danto bad. Sure. It's kind of interesting. Our opponent did not draw well. Might be killing our Adanto here. Don't care in the least. probably wouldn't have protected it in that spot to begin with. I guess I'm attacking with everything. They very likely have another trickster. Could use my mana slightly better, but just so I can press the buttons quicker. Still have a million left. Boo. I guess we want to target this one then. It is the important card in this spot. So I know we're attacking with these. Question is, do we send a 2/2? I guess so, because it makes his double block prospects a little worse? No. I don't think we send it. Been a great turn to have drawn a Conclave. Yep, they're going to draw a card. If they've never drawn another forest, we're in pretty good shape. Hey Mark, what's up, man? How you doing, friendo? Oh, that card was really good here. Really wish we had heroic reinforcements in our deck, but I don't have the rares to play them. Budget deck is fun. Can we stop drawing a million lands? So I can attack with everything, I believe. Worst case scenario, we get 6 damage through. What kind of work are you doing? It's too early to be awake and working. That's fine. That's fine. What we're going to pay this for. And he's letting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 go through. So he has to find a way to beat the Suntail Hawk now. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about saving this. I want the 3 damage. He has an unsummon effect, which I don't even know if they are one, but assuming he had this island and it does something, I could still sack afterwards. Admin at home. Alright, that's cool. Probably too late for him to beat the Rustwing, but it may not be. We'll have to see. Could have a third Trickster, I guess. Don't know if that beats it. Certainly slows it down. Oh, well, you're not doing 14 this turn, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's see if he's got the Trickster. I don't think this gives 1 reach. Be a bit of a dagger if this gave it reach. Alright, that's what I expected. Well, if they didn't have another Trickster, that's what I expected. I'll rephrase. Yay! I think that's our first win. No, maybe it's our second. Maybe we're either 2 and 2 or 2 and 3, or 1 and 3 or 1 and 2. I've not kept up with it. We've done some losing. Can't keep a 1-lander. I guess JK. We're in fact keeping a 1-lander. Oh, we lose. It was a hard match, and we stumbled. They have a Wildgrowth Walker. The game's already over. They didn't have a Wildgrowth Walker, so the game's not over. But that just means they're more likely to have a finality. And we're certainly not getting the finality. Or we're certainly not beating finality either, rather. That's what I meant to say. Yes, we could concede now. Can't beat that. Because the Doom Whisperer finds them the finalities or whatever they want. Right, a mix of lands and spells, please. That's not too much to ask for. Not sure we've had a game where we've had a good mix yet. This is the closest, and as you can see, it's not even that great. This is the closest we've had to a good hand. It's not true. The 6-card hand was already a 6-card hand. On the draw versus the Fault Erasure deck was a really good hand. But like I just said, 6 cards. But this hand is good. It's just not great. Please don't have double 1-drop of the landing. If you do, I'm probably dead. They have it. Daggered. Any creature? Nope. Just wanted any creature there. I'd be very pleased to draw any non-land card in the deck this next turn. What'd you target? Target the Healer's Hawk. So I want to block you then. Any non-land. It is a non-land. Guess I attack with everything. Could be dead. Nope, not dead. They had a Pride, we could have been dead. But they were closer to City's Blessing than we were. And they already had a flip to Danto, so I didn't think, or sorry, like a flip Legion's Fort or whatever it's called. So I didn't think we could win the quick game, we just had to dodge Pride. I think after this game I'm going to play 2 games of Black-Green and then probably call it a stream. The games of Black-Green can be pretty lengthy. It's my favorite deck to play, and I think it's the best deck in the format, so. Though my list isn't particularly tuned for best of 1 or anything, it's just a list. It's within 2 cards of what I would play in best of 3, so. Well, all of the Sulfurfall decks, so Dantos are pretty good versus. We're gonna have to see whether they're control or whether they're Drakes, and if they're Drakes, whether they have Enigmas, and whether we can draw. We typically need to draw. Versus Drakes, we typically need to draw 1 Conclave to win. I think this is the best use of our mana. I mean, they'll probably have a removal spell, but them having a removal spell wastes their turn just to stop us from flipping a Legion's Landing and stalling the game until we draw our Conclave feels important. It's only bad if they have exactly Crackling Drake and a blue source, which they were already on the mulligan, so. Unless they have Mystic, I don't expect to lose this game from here. It's fun. So we have Cities of 9 at the moment. It's Crackling Drake, it's pretty good. Don't think it's good enough, but it's pretty good. Hopefully they don't have shock. Was that a good draw? You guys tell me. Sure. Might have played around things that I wasn't supposed to play around just then. Let's go ahead and play that and target this. So we have theoretically 3 lethal threats. Play 4. Alright, let's play those 2 games of black-green now. Black-green best of 1. Black-green games usually take a lot longer. Come on, Llanowar Elves, let's do this. There's a Llanowar Elf. That sounds great. It'd suck in the mirror, it would suck versus Jeskai, but it'd be good versus basically every deck we played versus tonight. Might not be good versus Grixis. I'm just going to play you and attack for 1. 4 mana, so we can play both our spells next turn regardless. They played Hinterland Harbor, so they're either playing Turbo Fog or Merfolk. Right, well, they're playing Turbo Fog. That is not a deck that this hand is good versus. Also, Punted here. Don't have double black, so I can't keep that. But I should have played the Branchwalker before I played the land in case I drew Memorial to Folly. Yeah, let's cross our fingers and hope for no gift. Yeah, well, we dodged a gift bullet. We did not hit the land for the Carney, though. They have Cleansing Nova, we're going to lose this game. It's the cool thing about Best of 1, you can't play around things like Settled Wreckage and stuff. No, I figured since I'm only playing 2 more games tonight, we'd finish it up with my baby. But we can attack for 10, a Jadelight Ranger would make 12, so as long as they don't have Root Snare, we would win with a Jadelight Ranger. Oh well. Can't force a fog, that sucks. So this game's probably over. we didn't have the black mana to draw our Contempt. The Contempt would have very likely won the game. And this is a match that you need like one Duress or one Assassin's Trophy to win. And we have, you know, those 6 cards in our sideboard. So, probably dead and probably going to be very bored because Arena won't let you just F6 through turn. It makes you click space about 1,000 times and it's really annoying.
I am not going to sit there. Hurry!
I'm also not going to play around Settled Wreckage here, even though Settled Wreckage is a card they could have. I'm too lazy, basically. Never mind. I guess I'll play around it. Since I only have to attack with one thing, there's no reason not to just play around it. Boo! Could have won the game with this one.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
The game's practically over, though.
Our actions determine the course of history. A curious choice.
You get a Charter Course. I did attack for lethal. He cast Fog. Prevent all combat damage. I did attack for lethal. Use this. Like Carnage, he's at 3 life. Carnage Tyrant attacks for lethal by itself. I wouldn't have played around Settle though, not in best of 1. Now, there's some chance that he fizzles out at some point, but we already know he's got at least one more Fog. Now he's got a Settled Wreckage, so that's probably game between it. I think I can scoop now. Yeah, I'll scoop now. We're only playing one more game. There's no reason to spend 10 or 15 minutes on this game losing. Since I'm only playing one more game today. Oh, never mind. I didn't realize I had a daily to do green spells. I'll keep playing till the daily's over. Even if we lose. Wait, what was that daily? Oh, well, apparently I can't press cancel and go look. I did not realize we had a green daily. Pretty easy keep. We've not got paired versus any black-green decks today. That's kind of odd. Considering it's the only playable deck in the format. I also don't play it in best of 1 very often though, so I understand that. It's just too damn slow. Nobody wants to grind 30 minutes for no prize or whatever. Which is what you do when you sign up to play this deck. You sign up to play fairly long games with no real prize. Alright, well, we have to keep that. We probably don't even get to cast it on 5, but it's too good to mulligan. It's one of the ways you win this game. Interesting. Guess I'm supposed to attack, since Chupacabra is so likely. Maybe we'll get a cast down or an Assassin's Trophy or something. I'm gonna play the forest instead of the swamp. Because if his removal spell is an Assassin's Trophy, maybe he'll think we need the green mana. And, like, choose not to use it for that. Hey George, you're up awfully early, friend. I'm not playing the Vivian because I would rather him use a Contempt on the Midnight Reaper if he has it. Though it feels like he's just sandbagging cards right now, looking to play,
Every fight makes me
looked like he was trying to play his own Finality.
my newest friend.
Make him throw this away. Or he gives up Vivian, one of the two. AKA he's gonna throw that away.
Strike me, and you strike nature.
Yep, this is the last game of the night though, win or lose.
Breaks.
No it ain't, I forgot I was doing a daily. Whenever my daily's done, that's the last game of the night. Oh wow, they didn't have the land for Carnage, and they didn't take a land with Vivian. So we get to guaranteed kill their Vivian, we just have to decide how we want to do it. Could just use that and attack their face with the world. If I kill this and attack with everything, they're taking 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't know how they beat this. Okay, they don't beat this. That's how they don't beat this. Like, I don't know how they beat just going for their face there. There. Cast 20 blue or green spells. Did I only cast 3 spells that game? I don't like them. I think it's all about a few cards and all the rest of the deck's just irrelevant. Like, it doesn't feel like there's much maneuvering. It just feels like it's what you draw. I don't like mirrors where I feel like I'm not really affecting the outcome of the game. It's just, do I have it or don't I have it? Like, for example, right now, we don't have a Carnage Tyrant. He just gets Carnage. We don't have a Planeswalker. So, we didn't have double mana producer. He's just like so far ahead. Like, that card's pretty good. It's one of the better cards in the match. I sideboard up to 4 of them, but when we don't have any reasonable cards in our hand, it feels like we can't keep it. But you basically knew he had that.
The wilds are my shield.
Considering the fact that he ditched that. So it was just like super far behind.
wounds can heal. You can't stop nature. Okay, so you've got claws. Balance comes.
Shouldn't have played your land like that. Should have cast a Jade Light Ranger first. You might have hit a come into play tap land. I guess we keep that. Our cards just don't matter anymore.
No one knows the wilds like I do.
Yes, both of us draw a card while we can. I certainly need cards. Not sure why you didn't play that pre-combat. That was a good one. 3 Chupacabras. I messed up. I should have used cast down in response. Because now he can set up the scry, make sure he gets what he wants. Now he can make sure he gets 2 cards. Alright, never mind. He didn't bother. This is why I don't like the mirrors. There's been at no point in this game that it's even been reasonable for me to keep playing. He drew basically every card that mattered. We drew our first card that mattered. Only not conceding because maybe we draw finality and he makes a mistake. Though I find it pretty impossible for him to make a mistake with the Doom Whisperer. Guess if he's gonna make those attacks, I can make these blocks and maybe get another turn. JK, no other turn. And draw a Wild Growth Walker. Nope. Last game. Could have played the Carnage Tyrant. Crap. Should have played the Carnage Tyrant for the daily. I forgot. Similarly to, like, we just played 2 black-green matches in a row, and, like, there wasn't really any decisions to make in either game. It's just who drew the more important cards. That's why I hate black-green. I have a positive win rate versus black-green, because I think my deck is a little bit more tuned versus the mirror. Like, I play the 3rd Carnage Tyrant, the 3rd Vivian, the 3rd Finality, and a lot of people don't. But a lot of that stuff just doesn't matter. It's kind of weird that he's keeping that card. That card is not any good in the match. Like, it's actively bad in the match. You don't want them. Keep the finality. It kind of matters. It'd matter a lot more if we had a 4-3, but it kind of matters. We don't need to land, and like I said, I still want this card. Wouldn't mind to draw our cast down. That would be lit. That was not lit. That was not lit at all. Also probably wasn't the right play. The right play was probably buy this back and cast it that turn. But alas, that ship has sailed, hasn't it? And we'll get it back anyway. I think I punted, but... see if we can draw a card. We've drawn 7 more lands on our opponents so far. Some of them have came from explorers, but it's definitely hard to win in those scenarios. That's a banger.
I've lost. Come to me.
guess I'll play it. It's not really any good here. Like they have a Vivian, we don't.
I've seen things that would break someone like you.
Need to draw one of our 3 answers to Vivian ASAP. It is wild to me that they didn't play this. It's just wild to me. Well, that's not what we needed. Just throwing away things to try to draw right now. There's no reason to attack with that either. Just trying to draw cards. Sucks that this is going to die for one of these. But this is one turn away from ultimating, and I might not get another chance because they have a contempt for the Reaper. We have to do our best to try to find the answer.
You'll have to do better than that.
Not the answers. Worked out a little better than I expected, though, because I didn't expect him to let that take damage. Well, that much damage, I'll rephrase.
The wilds are my shield.
We did get lucky and draw another Carnage. Don't care about any of this. So they have a finality. They keep looking at their graveyard, I think. Nice visual tells program. Just nothing again. This dies to 3 there. This dies for 3 there. All of these really bad attacks because of the Vivian's annoying. We've not found any of our 3 answers in our top, 24 cards or whatever, but It's kind of a weird block to me. I guess they feel like killing the Wildgrove Walker instead. Even though I think, though, again, I think the Wildgrove Walkers are irrelevant cards. Just don't think they matter. He clearly values them much more highly than I do.
I've seen squirrels hit harder. I'm not.
Don't know why he let his thing die when he could have killed it for free. He let Vivian die, so I'm guessing that means he drew a Vivian? So we fought that long and it doesn't matter? Basically has to be what it is, right? None of the cards I have in play are any good. I think just casting Midnight Reaper is better there, but what do I know? Sure. Sure. We get one activation. We already know he has a
Come
contempt.
to me.
We also know he has a finality. Sure. I don't think any three of these black-green mirrors could have been won in any other way. Like, I don't think any decisions would have affected the games. Like, I actively think our opponent's making very poor decisions. Guess we can get the Carnage Tyrant and the Midnight Reaper back. Do I even care about the Midnight Reaper now? Our life's kind of getting low. I'll get one of these in. How many lands do we have? 1, 2. Okay, yeah, we have enough lands. Fine. And it helps us find cards. I think this game comes down to either him winning by overpowering me and me not having answers, or me getting decked. Not sure which yet. He still has most of his Vivian answers. And he still has this, which makes it really hard for me to do anything. Doesn't really have anything he can buy back that matters. A third of our deck still lands, so we don't even have that many good hits. Doesn't seem like that matters. Or it kind of doesn't do anything. Can't beat this. The game's now officially over. Literally can't beat this. Not exaggerating, but cannot beat this card now. It's kind of a mirror breaker, but it's bad in every single match other than the mirror's a problem. And I have to kill it because of the Memorial to Folly. We still have 2 answers for this.
Would you like to see? You can't stop nature.
I don't know why they're not attacking. Like, I have to block. Not gonna waste any more time. This game's been over for like 10 turns. We were just trying to get super lucky. Is our daily done? Our daily's done. We'll play one more. And win or lose, this is it for tonight. Stands an easy keep. This hand would be good in the mirror, so you can pretty much guarantee we're not compared versus a mirror. And we're not. No syncopate, please. Which means you can guarantee that I'm sad. Definitely don't want that. Definitely don't want that. That doesn't seem worth it. That seems actively bad. Yes, that means they have a counterspell, but like, I don't care if this gets counterspelled, so that's why it seems actively bad. It's hard for me to imagine that they would need to care. Got rid of a Revitalize? Kinda suck if they had Cleansing Nova here. Don't care about that. Now the real question is, Do I kill this and get it out of the way to where I don't have to worry about it, or do I just slam another Carnage? I feel like we just kill it and get it out of the way so we don't have to worry about it. Arguably got the Wild Growth Walker back too. Yeah, we get a 3 kill on this, so that's kind of.
Hold that thought.
I don't think I'm going to cast the second Carnage Timer because of Cleansing Nova. In fact, I'm just going to see if this resolves. If he negates it or something, that means we can still just kill this with the attack.
No more games.
Okay. That kind of sucked. We really wanted that to get Swow. Where's the second Teferi?
We need to move.
No reason not to have it. Opponent's taking too long.
Stop that now.
Yeah, of course you can time out an arena. They wouldn't make a game that you couldn't time out in. You can definitely time out. Do you think you couldn't time out?
Break.
It does once or twice and then it times them out. Pretty easy for them to have a settled wreckage here. Don't really care if they do.
As soon as I think of one.
Playing the worst two first. Wait, I can just pay for that? Fine, I'll pay for it. I don't want to. Seems silly not to pay for it though, don't it?
I won't. Let's skip to the good part.
They didn't have settled wreckage a minute ago. Is there any reason for me to think they would have settled wreckage now? Let's say no. They do have settled wreckage. That's just peculiar, right? Alright. You have another?
Hold that thought.
Well, on a positive note, if they have settled wreckage this time, we can definitely resolve some things. Do you want to play your third sweeper?
We need to move quickly.
Considering they didn't have a settled wreckage that one turn, the fact that they've had 3 in a row is kind of tilting. Well, the game's probably over now. Can't imagine that we're going to be able to kill this.
Let's skip to the good part.
Well, I thought this game was super over. Left the card on top, that's probably a bad sign. Yeah, well, if you've got set on number 4, 4 turns in a row, I guess we lose.
Too old for this.
I'm certainly going to use this. So that's kind of weird. think I'm actually going to get the... Just get the Jade Light Ranger and not care. We're drawing an Assassin's Trophy, which is nice.
No time for a break.
I think they have a Cleansing Nova in their hand. That one's kind of interesting. That one definitely means we have to attack Teferi.
I won't let you win.
And try to kill this. Well, they don't... It's not giving them priority, so they don't have an instant right now. I think that's better than a random card. Well, they drew Chemister's Insight. That's a pretty good spell here. They've already gone through 3 settles. So they're looking for the 4th settle or a land and a Nova. Felt like they already had a Nova, but... Not playing around settle. I am going ahead and playing this because I don't care if they Nova. We get the card back if they do. I just realized we've not drawn a Vivian in 32 cards. Let's start with this, see what happens.
I've seen squirrels hit harder.
I don't think I'm going to attack with everything anymore. Just going to attack with 3. Still beat Revitalize and Seal Away that way. And we still keep a creature back if they have Settle. That game was a lot harder than I expected it to be, especially considering we hit 3 Carnage Tyrants and our Memorial to Folly. But anyway, that put us at about 2.5 hours when I only meant to be doing an hour and a half. Those 3 black-green matches just took forever. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming out to say hi, and take care everybody. We're going to get off here.